For a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get out the field, defense. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Jim. Hurry. Check the call. 41 Mike.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped.
That's how we do it.
He was supposed to run that shit off. Thank you.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Hey, Orville.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6.
Yeah.
Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Andrew, bro.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're 33. Man, I got you. Hey, let go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
Nah.
Bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just
him.
see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6-yard line.
180. Hey, we're 33. Big gap. Check 9. Watch the safety creep. Real.
On 2nd down now.
Come on,
it's
bro.
Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Check 41. Go. Alert. Hey, alert.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Baby!
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That shit was crazy.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check out read. Point it right.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Caught me trying to snake. Yeah, probably, most likely. He is right now. Yeah, I beat long way yes already.
180! Here we go. Pistol.
I think I got him again though.
Check four. Watch out. Run. Back. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Boy, you sitting there damn sure.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read. I don't even know why this team showed up.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shift.
On second down, Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Gator. Check. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey, Delta. 44th to Mike. 44th. Now.
2nd and 15. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to try. It was good.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah. Right, third.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
What you trying to do, Cashman? Yeah, Cashman ain't going, man. That's my nigga right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
Come on. That's a lane.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Back, an interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I know he should have
allowed who was to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
I can't do nothing with nobody, bro.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
With nobody, dude.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position.
Then I do
They'll
some
start
dumb
at
shit,
the
don't I?
32-yard line.
He's so good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends,
bro, he can't even get the block shit, bro. The
creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake.
Come on, see that
with
shit?
the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring
right
up
through his
down.
hands. Yeah, he said I'm setting it down.
Once again,
Look
they'll
at
keep
that.
it on the ground.
You see that
They will
shit?
get to him behind the line, but they're out of
Look at that
timeouts, remember,
shit.
and the clock continues to wind down. Call that a loss of 5 yards
Oh,
on the
my
play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Do you see the block shits they getting, bro? It's crazy.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 3. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He came off that air so
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 19.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position.
You see that? He's slow as shit. That should have been a stop.
Selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels. Break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get the fuck out of here. Stop that.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Hey.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bruh.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, alert.
They'll try to get
why is y'all not blocking, bro?
He's not going to
I'm miking that man up.
Push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties are so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo, go. Mike spoke both. Hey, ready?
Back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
No. Hey, stand up. Snap.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
Nowhere to go.
Oh, we out of there.
And this is picked up by the
Oh, we out of there.
The 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer.
16.
You survived.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Yeah, I do.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
Did you see how I looked it like that, though? Huh? Hey, you see that? Hey, that was nasty, though. You see how it looked it?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nah, he said I put something wrong on
2nd and 4.
Give me them.
A throw for Galladay is going to be
come on,
intercepted.
you gotta get up out of
Darius
that.
Slay with a pick. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They begin the drive with Johnson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Huh?
At the 42-yard line.
I did hit turbo.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield.
Oh, he open.
He's coming, and down he goes. Jared Davis charging
Oh
hard
my
from
God,
that linebacker
man.
spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's got
He caught me off guard with the run. I thought he was up his pass. That was
20.
nice.
Touchdown,
He caught me
Detroit.
straight out guard with that.
Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the
Hey, I
Lions
thought that
able
was
to
a pass
extend
like a
their
motherfucker,
lead.
boy.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because
thought
his
that was
yards per
gonna be
carry
straight
went up
play action.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're going to look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Damn, they did. Why? Damn, he got 2. He got 2.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Damn. Yeah, he threw. Yeah,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On third down, Johnson.
Oh, he was supposed to be gone.
Ranging up from his foot. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Now, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And Callaway taking it in left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Hey, 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Here we go. Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? In the face.
From the 41, Mayfield.
I waited too long, man.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I waited too fucking
Quentin
long,
Williams
man.
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Third and 11.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Slam, slam, slam.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle.
Oh, yeah, flag, baby.
And this
We'll
effort
take
won't
it.
do it. He needed to get to the 45.
We'll
He's a
take
yard or
them,
two
baby.
short. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
41's coming, 41's a Mike. Hey, here we go.
Mayfield on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Kill, alert, 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 alert. Kill, turn up.
Mayfield now from the 50. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
I already know Biggie gonna kick my motherfucking ass.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Myles Garrett getting injured.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Johnson again.
Oh! Good run, though,
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it,
oh, come on, that's us.
Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Oh,
that was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh. Hey, motherfucker, real stupid.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike Spopo. Hey! You're not ready. 44 is the Mike. 44. Ready?
Looking to throw.
Oh, come on.
Over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
Why the fuck you feel like it's moving slow as shit?
Inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Motherfucker not jumping, though.
On 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys
he punched the shit out of dude, though.
They said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him.
You see
Made
that,
it very
baby?
tough for him to get the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Man. Why would I call a timeout right now and the clock stop?
That'll be incomplete.
Bro, that safety just got to come up just a tad fucking bit.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Let's go. Let's get this. Yep. Let's go. 44 is the Mike. 44.
And the blitz does come.
There we go. That's where you call the timeout at. Oh, damn, he called it for him.
Huge play at this point in the game. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Nah, it's 4. He called the timeout, motherfucker. I'm just trying to get another chance. Saw like an ass bowl. It's another chance.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Hey, Orbit. Yes, yes. I'm coming.
He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he has.
I could have had the circus catch.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
I almost had the circus catch.
Into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right.